In this podcast, I'll give you a quick walkthrough of a useful tool called Corpus, which you will use for finding language patterns in academic written texts. I'll briefly introduce an easy-to-use Corpus tool so you can find on the internet the key concepts and functions of the tool so that you can do basic searches to check certain language use in academic writing. In my writing class, you'll have a chance to examine texts and analyze the language features used in either individual writing, a large bunch of texts from other students, or even a bulk of expert texts. These will be examples that you've been asking for to help you with writing or understanding grammar use in text. But I'm sure you'd ask, how are we going to process a large amount of text to look for language patterns that you want us to recognize? So let me introduce a tool that saves us from doing painstaking manual search and that generates a lot of examples from real text instead of ones made up from textbooks or from me. The tool is called a corpus, an archive of text, or a text database. Working like the indexed pages of a book, an online corpus lets you type keywords or phrases to examine how they are used in text produced by real people, such as students, researchers, news reporters, authors, and so on. As you make a search, the web interface shows you lines of text in which the keywords and phrases are located. We call these lines concordances, and this corpus tool function is called a concordancer. This function serves to look at quick or keywords in context in full, meaning that you're looking into how a keyword or phrase is used with the surrounding language features. For example, in the Corpus tool, Department of English at PolyU extracted 760 journal articles of 38 disciplines, totaling over 6 million words, and I'll include the link of this Corpus tool in somewhere else. You can choose which database of specific disciplines, or what we call subcorpora, based on your interests or needs. In my case, as I teach social sciences students, I would choose the subcorpora of psychology and sociology so that I can have more refined searches. Next, all you have to do is to key in the words or phrases you wish to look up in input search word or phrase, like the phrase "it is," so you can see what usually follows or precedes this phrase. This kind of patterning of keywords or phrases with other features is called collocation, how words are located near each other. You can also add an additional word or phrase, such as "to" in my case, to examine what the common language features you have between the phrases "it is" and "to." You're also able to adjust how many letters or characters you can read in the concordance lines. The default setting is fine in our current research, so we can click Search for now. As the tool deals with a large database, it may take a bit of time to process, so please be patient. When the concordance lines are loaded onto the page, you can find 167 examples or instances of "it is" and "to", with "to" commonly used right after "it is". We can look at what are between "it is" and "to". They seem to be a little bit disorganized. Now you can do the sort function right about the concordance lines according to the words on the left or right of the keyword or phrase. I want to sort what comes immediately after "it is", so I'll sort the first word on the right, or R1. Here comes a question for you. Out of these 167 instances, 1. What words are in the R1 position? You can give 5 common examples. And 2. Out of these words in R1, what part of speech or grammatical class is the most common? Send me your answers via the form I give you in the link, and I'll show you the answers. So in this short podcast, we've covered a few concepts related to corpus, including the terms collocation, concordancer, coic, and subcorpora. I have also shown you how to operate the concordancer to find out language patterns commonly collocated with the key phrases I've tried. You can do the same when you want to confirm your assumptions about whether certain phrases are common in academic writing, what prepositions typically follow a particular word, and so on. So I'll introduce another corpus tool next time, given so much information have we got for now. So do go over this podcast again if there are certain details you want to revisit. So see you next time.